back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today's video is going to be my December book haul, and I think this is probably one of the smallest book hauls that I've done for 2025, and hopefully in 2026 you will see some slightly smaller book hauls from me. Fingers crossed, because I am trying to be a little bit better with my book purchases, but I do still have a few books that I want to talk about. So I have most of the books that have come in this month are from subscription books. I have this very small stack here of ones that are non-subscription books that I have purchased myself. We've got a mixture of new releases and backlist titles, and I'm just going to dive straight into the book that I bought. So I didn't actually have any pre-orders that were supposed to come in December, but one book did arrive that is actually a January release, but it came in December for some reason. Waterstone sent it out early, and that is Dove by Paisley Hope. This is book 2 in the Soldiers of Bedlam series. Now I haven't read book 1 yet, although I do own a copy of it. It is on my shelf. I do really like Paisley Hope's writing, and I definitely want to read this series. This one is a motorcycle club romance. Couldn't get my words out then. And I love the covers for this series, and this one has sprayed edges. As I say, I believe this is a re-release because they were originally independently published and then have been picked up by a traditional publisher. And as I say, this was supposed to come in January, but for some reason it came early in December. But I will hopefully be getting to that at some point. Then I picked up a few books from Amazon when I was doing some other shopping, and I added a few books to my cart. So out of these books I've got 4 here, and I've read 3 of them already, so that is good. So I picked up a copy of Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. I recently read this one and really enjoyed it and gave it 5 stars, and I knew I wanted to have a copy of this for my shelves, so that's why I picked it up. It's got this really pretty summer cover, and yeah, it was a really good time, and you will definitely see this one coming up again in future videos. But this one is a kind of fake marriage situation where these 2 characters have to pretend to be married and end up going to a marriage counselling camp. So they have to pretend to be married but also pretend that their marriage is struggling. They're having like marriage difficulties, and it's obviously their romance, and it was a really good time, really fun. Love that one a lot. Then we have Set the Record Straight by Hannah Bonham Young. This one is a short Christmas novella that I recently read, and I really enjoyed it. It's one of my favourite novellas that I've read in terms of Christmas novellas this season, and this one is a FF romance and starts out as a fake dating situation between Clara and Evan, and they obviously enter into this fake dating situation and obviously end up falling for each other, and I really wanted a copy of this for my shelf. And this is like a newer version of the cover. They had an original cover, which I'll put the original cover on screen, but I saw that they'd done like an updated cover, and I really loved this cover, so I knew I wanted to have a copy for my shelves. Then I got a new edition of A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens. A Christmas Carol is one of my favourite classics. I do have a few classics I do really love, and this is one of them. I reread this every December, and I have such a great time with it. This one is, I think this one is a Wordsworth editions, like Wordsworth classic edition, and I just love the cover on this one. It's such a pretty design. It's by an artist called August Rowe, and I just love the artwork on here. It's really pretty, and I want to have really pretty editions of this book because it's one of my favourites. I also have the Penguin English Library, which is the one that I kind of typically read, but this one I think is so pretty and will look really pretty on display next Christmas. And then the other one I picked up was Carmilla by Sheridan Le Fanu. This one is a vampire, like a sapphic vampire story, and it is a classic. This one actually predates Dracula, and some say was the inspiration for Bram Stoker's Dracula, and I really want to read this one. It's been on my radar to check out, and I picked up a copy. This one is from the Lost Book Project, where they take kind of forgotten stories and reprint them. I really love this cover, and it also has some illustrations throughout as well, which is really cool. I don't think this one has, because you can get some that have kind of a note section. This one is just the story, but I am really looking forward to diving into this one. I've read a few Carmilla retellings, so I'm definitely interested to check out the original source material and see what I make of it. Then I have Blackthorn by J.T. Geisinger. This one I don't know too much about what the story is about, but I wanted to pick it up because I'd heard good things about it. This one also has a really pretty sprayed edge. I actually picked this one up in Asda in the supermarket. I'd seen online that they had this sprayed edge edition, which I don't think is like on the standard edition. So I knew I wanted to pick it up, and thankfully my local store had a copy, and I'm looking forward to diving into that. I have read from that author before, and I hope that I will enjoy that. And then I picked up a book from my local independent bookshop in the sale. So this one, I just really love the cover, the sprayed edge, and then I read the synopsis. I was like, I feel like I need that. And it's called As Many Souls as Stars by Natasha Sigel. And this is such a pretty cover. It's absolutely stunning. And this is the sprayed edge. And I'll just read you the synopsis for this one because it sounds so good. This is a historical romance, and it says 1952, Sybil Harding, a daughter of a secret alchemist, was born under cursed stars, destined to bring disaster to those around her. Sybil is trapped between a mother paralysed by grief and a father willing to sacrifice everything in pursuit of power. Miriam Richter is a creature born of shadow, forged by the dark arts. She is doomed to exist for eternity and destined to be alone, consuming souls for sustenance. Everything changes when Miriam meets Sybil, whose soul shines with a light so bright she must claim it for herself. Miriam offers a bargain. She will grant Sybil reincarnation and the chance to change her stars in exchange for her soul. Thus begins a dance across centuries as Miriam seeks Sybil in every lifetime to claim her prize. But as the two women circle each other, the bond forged between them grows stronger. In their battle for dominance, only one of them can win, but can they survive without each other? And I just really like the sound of it. I feel like it sounds like something that I will really enjoy. And it's just such a pretty edition. I'll show you the back as well. And the sprayed edge again. I just thought that this was perfect to have on my shelf, and I can't wait to read it. It was reduced to £14.24, and it is also a signed edition as well as the sticker says on the front. I've not heard anything about this book at all, so I've picked this up completely randomly, but I'm really excited to pick that one up at some point. Now we're going to dive into my subscription boxes for the month. So I have, how many do I have in front of me? 5. Well, three are like technically subscriptions, and then 2 of them are like one-off book purchases. But we'll start with the Forbidden Wing. This one I do actually already own a copy of, and I think I prefer the original personally. So let me just open it up and get the book out for you. But the December book was Our Vicious Oaths by N.E. Davenport, and this is the Forbidden Wing exclusive cover, and that's the back with a quote on, and these are the sprayed edges, and we'll just look at the naked cover and artwork as well. So this is, I've just knocked loads of stuff off my shelf. This is the naked hardcover, and this is the artwork inside. So I do really like the artwork in here, and the sprayed edge is nice, but the actual, wherever I've just put that, the actual dust jacket art, which I'm just going to pick up off the floor, I don't know, I don't love this in comparison to the original cover. I'll put the original cover up on screen because I'm not sure where my copy is. But yeah, so I need to obviously read this one to decide whether I will keep this edition or not. But yeah, a little bit annoyed that I did buy the original, like the standard edition, because I didn't realise this was going to be coming in the box, but I will still read it, and I do want to check it out. It is on one that's on my TBR. Then we have the book from the Reading Vault this month. So this one, The Forbidden Wing, is obviously a monthly subscription. The Reading Vault, she does do a monthly box, but it's not a subscription. So she does like pre-orders for it that you have to sign up for each month if you want it. And she does different tiers as well. So This is the ones for December, so there was a book only and then 3 different tiers with extra goodies. I typically go for the book only because I'm not too fussed about getting the extra goodies, but even with the book only you do still get some little goodies. So we got a Christmas bookmark from her shop. She sells bookmarks all year round with like different themes that you can buy, and also some little stickers which are really cute. And then there was some artwork as well. This is some character art for the book. And then the book that we got this month is a short book. She did have some issues with the book pick, because originally it was going to be something different, but the book got delayed in being published, so that was why there was delays with this box coming. So we got something different, and it's called Mistletoe and Naughty by K.L. Hill, and this one is it novella length? Yeah, it's under 200 pages, so it's like a short Christmas novella, which I am not going to complain about. I love having a Christmas novella, and I've not actually heard of this one or this author, and it is a dark Krampus romance, which I've read quite a lot of these, so I'm definitely interested to check this one out. And I really love this edition. It's got like foiled writing, which I assume is kind of exclusive to this edition. But yeah, really happy to have that in my collection. Then we've got this month's Afterlight box, and this one is obviously book only. And this month's book, or this month's theme I should say, was Be My Daddy, and if you can see the theme here you can probably guess the book, but the book for the Afterlight's December box was Daddy Issues by Kate Goldbeck. This one is on my TBR, and it's actually one that I'm currently reading because I had a copy from the library before this edition showed up. I really like the cover on this one, although I do really like the original cover as well, but what makes the Afterlight books for me is the naked hardcovers are always really pretty. I love the artwork on here, and that's the sprayed edge, and then we get end paper artwork as well, which is really cute and pretty. I love that artwork. And this one is a single dad romance, so I am hoping that I will really enjoy it. So far it's okay. I'm very much in the early stages of this book, but I am enjoying it, and I definitely will continue on reading it, and I hope that I do enjoy it and I can keep this edition on my shelf. Then we have Smut and Sip. So this is actually November's box. I have lost track with what's coming in and what's not, but this one came at the beginning of December, so I assumed it was the December box, but I got an email the other day to say the December box is actually delayed and not coming until January, so this must be November's, which does make sense because the last one I opened was definitely October's, but I didn't quite register that I hadn't received November's. So this one, I haven't looked too much at what's in here, but we get a book and some artwork and some little bookish goodies. So, and we also get like a mocktail each month. So the mocktail is inspired by the book. So we got this exclusive bookmark, which is pretty cool. I don't know if I will necessarily use this as a bookmark because it's got like a dangling charm on, and I don't necessarily love that in a bookmark. So it's probably something I'll just leave on my shelf. And then we've got some artwork for the book as well. This I assume is some character art. And then we've got a Why Choose Book Club poster, which I really like this design. I think that'll look really pretty on my shelf. And then the cocktail, or mocktail I guess I should say, is, let's just open it up. I think these bottles are so fancy, and this one is called Blood Oath, and it's obviously a cocktail. It's a cranberry, lychee and raspberry flavoured mocktail, which I think sounds really nice. I will definitely give this one a try. And then the book for this month is called Blood Oath. So let me just open this up. I've deliberately left this all in the packaging. But this is this month's cover. It's called Blood Oath by Morgan B. Lee. And I love this edition. It's like a cloth bound hardback, which I absolutely love. I don't like the annoying dust jackets because I always take them off anyway when I read. and this is the artwork inside. It's got the character art that we've got the poster, and the other artwork at the back is not appropriate to show on YouTube, so I won't be showing that, but look at that, it's stunning. I don't know anything about this book, but it's definitely one that I'm intrigued by. But yeah, it's a dark academy paranormal wide shoes romance, which sounds perfect. I am looking forward to getting into that, and yeah, love everything that I got there. The last box that I have to talk about is the After Dark box from Moonlit Chapters. Moonlit Chapters is a independent bookstore. I think they're just online, but they were like the first romance bookstore in the UK, and they do seasonal romance book boxes. So I had their Halloween one, which I really liked, and this one is their Christmas one. So I will just open it up. I've left everything wrapped up so that we could kind of open them together, but look at the pretty pink Christmas paper that they used to wrap it. Everything was really well wrapped in here, and yeah, we'll just go through what was in the box. There were a couple of things that were unwrapped. So we had a tea. This is a English breakfast tea. I think there was the option to have tea or hot chocolate. I'm more of a tea person than hot chocolate. Then there was some golden chocolate coins, which I absolutely love, and we'll definitely be eating those soon. And then we have this pom-pom bookmark, which I will probably just use as a decoration on my bookshelves rather than an actual bookmark, because it's quite bulky, so I don't know if it will particularly travel well, and I obviously take a lot of my books outside of the house. So the first little package that we have, I will just open up here. And the first little package that we have is a, I guess it's like a Christmas tree ornament, but it's not overly Christmassy, so I will keep this up all year round. But it says Book Lovers Club, and it's this wooden engraved ornament with a little star decoration charm dangling down. I love these type of things. I've got a few of these kind of wooden engraved ornaments already on my shelf, so this will be a nice addition. Then we had these wrapped up in a page from a book, which is really cool, really good way of recycling a book. I'm not sure what book it's from, to be honest, but that's what they've used to wrap it up. And in here is some bookmarks. So we've got this one, this one, and this one as well, so some nice little bookmarks to have. And then we have 3 little packages left to open, so we'll start with this first one. They're all wrapped up really nicely. This one's in a little gingerbread bag. I'm trying not to rip it too much so that I can kind of maybe reuse this wrapping paper. Oh. Okay, so the first thing I can't actually show you because it is some artwork that is definitely not safe for work, but I think the artwork relates to this book, which is 3 Kisses More, and they are the tropes on there. As I say, can't show the artwork, but that's what we've got in there. And then we have 2 books. Oh, one of them is shedding paper everywhere. Let's see. Oh, we've got some like fake snow or something that's kind of gone everywhere, which is fine. So this is, oh, this is really nice actually. This is a book review pad, and it's got the space to put your like the title, the author and the genre, and then your kind of thoughts on it. I really like that. I do want to try and get better at like journaling my reading, so that is really nice to have. And then the last package that we've got in this book box, I'm just going to open up. It has this ribbon on, which I'll just put there. Everything was so well wrapped in this box. It was really a really nice treat, and obviously I'm opening this after Christmas, so it's a nice little treat to have. And then we have the book, which is 3 Kisses More by Jade Church, which is what the little artwork piece was from, which I am very much looking forward to reading. And this is obviously, I think it's a Christmas romance. What did it say the tropes were on here? It's an MFMM, a sexy sleigh ride, plus size FMC, and forced proximity. So sounds good. I'm very much looking forward to this, and we also get a signed book plate in here, which I will probably stick in the title page of this book. So yeah, really happy with this book box, and if she does any more like of these seasonal ones, I will definitely be interested to pick up more from her in the future. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As I say, this one is one of my smaller book hauls. Let me know if you've read any of the books that I've hauled, and I will see you in my next video.